Flashes at the bottom of your screen. They're quite interesting flashes about Sun Pharma. Let's go across to my colleague Vivek Iyer. Now he's picking up some exclusive details about what happened in the Mohali inspection, which we reported last week. Vivek, inspection got started, got concluded. What was the key takeaways?
Well, that's right. Remember, Pankaj, Sun Pharma's Mohali facility, last week, Monday, it was a surprise inspection that started, and along expected lines, the inspection ended on Friday evening. What we pick up from our sources is that the inspection was quite satisfactory according to most of the company officials. Despite that, remember, Form 483 was issued to the company, and we understand from our sources that a couple of observations were there in the Form 483. So it's not a zero 483, and that is something that we are picking up at this point of time. However, the sources that we spoke to were quite confident that the company will be able to actually clear most of these observations, and they believe at this point of time the company will actually be able to close out the Form 483 as soon as possible. Now, the other thing to watch out for, remember, Mohali facility is a formulations facility for Sun Pharma. It is a erstwhile Ranbaxy facility, and
Vivek, I just wanted to clarify on that. When you're talking it was the erstwhile Ranbaxy facility, it was the new facility that Ranbaxy had invested in, right?
That's absolutely right, Pankaj. So, this particular facility has quite a bit of history attached to it. The facility was under import alert around 3 years back, 2016. Again, it was inspected by the USFDA. A couple of observations had been given to this particular facility, and earlier this year the facility was cleared. But this particular inspection which was done, at this point of time we don't know whether it was a product specific inspection or whether it was a complete plant inspection. But what we are picking up is there are a couple of observations in the Form 483, and the company would have to work really hard to actually go ahead and close these observations. Remember, at this point of time, not a very major facility, but a lot of filings from this particular facility. FY20 onwards, this could be a major contributor to Sun Pharma's revenue stream.
Right. Also, Vivek, that we have you here now, you're picking up some details about Strides Sashun as well. What are you picking up there?
Well, absolutely right, Pankaj. Strides Pharma, and now the company has been renamed to Strides Pharma. A lot of name changes in this particular name, but very important piece of news.
Vivek, that shows that since when I'm tracking this company, because I remember the name Strides.
That's right, that's right. So, very important piece of news for Strides Pharma. What actually happened is at the start of last week, this particular company's Bangalore facility was inspected by the USFDA. We understand that Friday the USFDA inspection ended. Not very well is what we are picking up from our sources, and in fact what we understand is, again, here there most likely would be a Form 483 issues with a couple of observations. The gravity and the seriousness of the observations at this point of time, something that we still don't know. But remember, Bangalore facility is the company's largest formulation facility, and the company's US revenues, which at this point of time are slightly getting diluted because of the company's presence in other regions, worldwide. Australia, the company is becoming quite big. But what we understand at this point of time, 15 to 25%, that's a broad range that I pick up, is actually being contributed from this particular facility. So any kind of adverse observations that comes in could be negative, but in case the company is able to clear, again, the pace of approvals is something that would pick up quite quickly. So Strides Pharma at this point of time, again, it's quite important to track this particular name as well.
Right. Thanks so much for those details, Vivek. Let's